Hey guys, Roman here from this beautiful south of France. Most of you knows that I'm French, but I don't know if all of you knows that, so that's another information. I grew up in France, now living in Australia, citizen of the world. And today I'd like to share a very fascinating topic that is really important for me, which is this sacred feminine energy. What is the sacred feminine according to me? Everything in his nature is polarized. So of course, we're going to have like masculine and feminine energy happening in human beings. But the way we're defining masculine and feminine in our society, which is basically men and women, I believe is a little bit of a misconception. So for example, like when we look at reality and we see, for example, animals kingdom and plant kingdom, we see that there's a polarity in that. Does it mean that plants and are superior to animals, or animals are superior to to plants? Sorry, I don't think so. Like it's about a balance. Like if plants are taking over and animals doesn't regulate it, then this would become a chaos very quickly. The same way, in our society, we've been trained to value masculine value above feminine value. So what are the masculine value and the masculine attributes? So in reality, there's basically two types of energy. One is about that which comes from outside to inside, and the other energy is that which comes from inside to outside. So that is outside. What is inside, what is outside is all about like your own perception and your own positioning in regards to reality. So I believe that in a way, and this can be done otherwise in the exact symmetry, like in a way, masculine energy is that which is go out, is that which leave the center of the being and explore the infinite amount of potential. And that's what you need. You actually need to go out to get access to the infinity, to be able to bring back some aspect of infinity and structure that infinity to be able to build on that and to create something new. So if masculine energy is about infinity, obviously feminine energy would be about structuring and manifesting and grounding and embedding in reality. So let's move a little bit about these points. So today we talk about profit, we talk about using things. And if you look around this beautiful nature, these beautiful trees, this grass, everything like this is just beauty. It only needs a masculine energy to come and transform beauty into utility. Like if you ask to an animal, like, what is the usage of a tree? It would just, maybe some of them would just come and scratch their back on it. But it doesn't have any other utility to them. It would probably protect them if there's rain, but a part of that, it will never come to an animal's mind to transform a tree into something that has a utility. And this is really the archetype of the masculine energy. The masculine energy is about utilizing and transforming beauty into something useful. And this is how horrible this society is becoming. Like if you pay attention to ads, for example, why are we using women's body to push people to buy something? Again, we're transforming beauty into utility. Isn't that insane? Why can we not just feed ourselves on the beauty? Why is it so hard to just contemplate and just structure our inner self and see the beauty of the world and just nourish it, like instead of feeding on each other? Because in a way, like we are feeding on each other through many different ways. Like we're eating things from outside, we are feeding on emotions, we are releasing our emotion through others, we are feeding on thoughts of each other, even on spiritual way, we are feeding on each other. Like some people transform and use spirituality for a purpose, and suddenly you got it. Like religion are all about utility of reality, and as a coincidence, gods are seen as usable or utilitarian beings. They tell you what to do, what not to do, what is good, what is bad, blah, blah, blah. And again, this is not about bloody be happy and live your life and contemplate and exist. No, no, no. Existing is not enough. It has to be about have a usury of something, like use your body, use reality, use your friend, use your family. It's not about like just be, just bloody be. So in a way, the feminine energy, the sacred feminine energy, which is really missing in our society, is about just be, just contemplate, just feed. Stop thinking about profit and usury and utility and, oh, what am I going to make of that piece of grass, or that I can just come and touch it and contemplate it and see the beauty and the life and the structure and just this will feed me. I don't need to like extract this chlorophyll and transform it into a product to make money. Like this is absurd, completely absurd. Like beauty should just be there to be contemplated and see. Do you know that trees and plants are talking? Do you know that there's a language? Do you know that we are currently right now working on technology that can allow plants to communicate with us? Are you aware of that? Do you know that if you plug an electrode to the roots of a tree and another one to the leaf, there's going to be an exchange of currents. There's going to be information released, and if you extract this information, you can actually engage into a conversation with tree in a technological way. I know a lot of people just come and hug tree, and that's good enough. Like just touching the tree is a way to communicate with it, but we're not aware of it. We're not aware of it. We haven't been trained to be aware that everything is alive. Everything has life. This whole reality is one existence. And we're not here to use that reality. We're here to serve that reality. This is another aspect of it, the feminine aspect of serving, of pushing away your ego and basically be of service to the community and to the world, is an aspect that isn't value. Like we are generating profit from usury, but non-for-profit, that can do whatever they want, that's fine. It doesn't make any sense. Like why are we not valuing, why are we not paying women to stay home and raise children? Why are we not paying people to paint and to produce music and to like sculpt, so like we can see beauty all around us, not because it has a value, financial value based on rarity or whatever bullshit, but just because that's what it's all about. It's about the balance between a little bit of usury, because of course we are limited beings and we need to exist in this reality, and we're confronted to the chaos of nature and the chaos of events, but we're also here to exalt and live and be happy and feel things. And I believe that that's what is missing in our society today. Please tell me what you think about. This is Roman. Like my page, comment please. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And yeah, if you have any other topics or any things that you want me to talk about, just let me know. Have an awesome day.